Caitlin Clark champions Kansas City as ideal WNBA expansion site. Star basketball player Caitlin Clark is optimistic about the prospect of a WNBA team landing in Kansas City. With the WNBA set to expand to 15 franchises by 2026, adding teams in cities like Toronto, Portland, and Golden State, the league's commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, aims for a 16th franchise by 2028. Kansas City officials have made it clear that they are keen on hosting a WNBA team at the T-Mobile Center. When you consider the KC Current and the Big 12 women's basketball tournament, it's clear that women's sports are gaining momentum, echoing the rise of Kansas City itself, said Kathy Nelson, president and CEO of the KC Sports Commission and Visit KC, during an October statement. Even Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes has expressed a strong interest in establishing a WNBA presence in Kansas City. Reports indicate that the ownership group of the Current, which comprises Mahomes, his wife Brittany, along with Angie and Chris Long, has been in discussions with WNBA officials. Mahomes stated in October, "It simply makes sense to advocate for a WNBA team here. The support for our soccer team and the Current, who just made it to the playoffs, shows that our fan base is ready for more. With the same quality of ownership that has successfully operated the Current, I believe we can bring a WNBA team to Kansas City too." Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever standout and WNBA Rookie of the Year, took note of Mahomes' enthusiasm while appearing on the New Heights podcast, discussing why Kansas City would make an excellent choice for a WNBA team. "Patrick is really trying to make that happen in KC," Clark shared. "The T-Mobile Center is a fantastic venue for basketball, and you also have the vibrant Power and Light District. I truly believe that women's basketball would thrive there, and I'm all in support of it," she added. Caitlin Clark joins the Kelsey brothers on New Heights to talk about her rookie year. The Indiana Fever's Caitlin Clark was the guest on Travis and Jason Kelsey's podcast, New Heights, this week. They teased a clip of the episode on New Year's Day. Travis is a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, and Jason, who recently retired from the NFL, was a center for the Philadelphia Eagles and is now an analyst for ESPN. "Clark has been their most requested guest," Jason said in the clip. "I don't get excited about many things, but this is at the top of my list," Clark told the Kelsey brothers in the teaser. When does the Caitlin Clark episode of New Heights drop? While new episodes of New Heights typically drop on Wednesdays, the episode with Clark dropped on Thursday, January 2nd, 2025. The Kelsey brothers talked with Clark about what it was like being the WNBA #1 draft pick, winning Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year, how she almost played for Notre Dame instead of Iowa, her history being a Chiefs fan, what it was like hanging out with Travis at the Eras Tour in Indianapolis, and more. A Swiftie through and through, Travis Kelce meets Caitlin Clark at Taylor Swift concert. Travis Kelce and Caitlin Clark met in Indy at Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Travis met Clark earlier this year at N2 of the Eras Tour in Indianapolis. Clark plus Swift, Caitlin Clark returns to the Eras Tour to see Taylor Swift for the second time in Indy. Clark, who is a huge Swiftie, attended both N1 and N2 of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour at Lucas Oil Stadium at the beginning of November. Travis, who is dating Swift, flew in for N2 and was photographed chatting with Clark during the concert. Others are reading, Travis Kelce shows up for Taylor Swift N2 in Indianapolis. On a previous podcast episode, Travis shared what it was like meeting Clark at the show. "Saw Caitlin Clark there. She loves being out there in Indianapolis, says it's a fun city," he said. "She was into the show for sure. She was there with her mom and a few friends," Kelce added. "She's a Swiftie through and through." The admiration is mutual, as Clark shared with Time Magazine during her Athlete of the Year interview that she received a note from Swift while she was in Indy, where the singer said she and Travis plan to attend a Fever game in 2025. Swift also invited Clark to attend a Chiefs game, which Clark mentioned she would like to do before training starts in April. Indiana Fever, Taylor Swift told Caitlin Clark she and Travis Kelce plan to attend a Fever game in 2025. How do I listen to the New Heights podcast? The New Heights podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Wondery, and YouTube. Scott Horner and Chloe Peterson contributed to this report.